Previously on Fool's Gold.
Every branch of the government's after me. They inspected my mine site and come up with this big report that's full of bull. There's nothing more important than getting that gold operation going this year. I don't want the government coming down here like Ruby Ridge.
Whoa.
This is the hammer mill. That hammer mill costs 16 grand and is the savior of our operation.
Not working, eh?
Jimmy and I have been through quite a bit with this hammer mill. To be honest with you, I'm not really impressed. It's not grinding the material down fine enough.
I've been prospecting this property for almost a decade now, so I know it like the back of my hand.
Oh, this looks pretty cool.
Hey, Matt, this is the quartz vein. Anything we can do to explore and prospect the property is just going to help us in the long run. A vein runs through rocks, and it's never a big vein, you know? It's always a small vein. We've got to figure out how to get the gold out of there, because that's going to be high-grade material.
Blast a V out, kind of, maybe, eh?
Blast it out, yeah.
Okay.
We still don't know how much gold's going to come out of there, but we're very innovative, and we use whatever we have to get the job done.
If Todd believes that the mother lodes in those pits and those trenches, hey, I'm all for it.
Let's do this.
Okay, man.
Safety first. Well, maybe not first, but it's in the top 10.
Fire in the hole!
Yeah!
I heard shrapnel flying in the bush. How did it work?
Didn't work too bad.
Well, we got some, but this is not what I wanted. I want whole load out here. We need material here, Chris. We need to go bigger, use everything you got.
Everything?
Everything.
"11 weeks in,
How's it going, Raj?
and the shotgun crew is on a new path to the mother lode.
This is out of the trenches?
Yeah.
How much more is there?
This is it.
This is it? I was expecting we'd have 50 pails of this stuff.
If we're gonna hit our goal in the time we've got left, we're gonna need a lot more material than we got out of that trench.
So you guys gonna smash this up?
Yeah.
Well, hold on here. How are you gonna contain all this? This is our high-grade stuff. We can't have it flying all over.
Can't you just throw it in the hammer mill like that?
No.
It could be like this.
No, don't even think of throwing that in there. You'll f it right up.
We can't take any chances at this point. We've got to smash that material down to pea-size gravel.
This is what it's gotta look
Are
like.
you serious?
Me?
Raj, you worry about the hammer mill and we're worried about the rocks.
It's like your mom doing the dishes before she puts it in the dishwasher. We got to crush this rock down really small before we put it in the rock crusher. I know it sucks, but it's what we got to do.
Do not put any big rocks in that thing, okay?
Okay.
All right.
On the other side of camp, Todd is dealing with problems from a higher power.
What's happening?
It's the government. If you're gonna get into mining, you're gonna have to deal with the government, and that means all the bull that comes along with it. First of all, I have to remove the water tower. It's a hazard.
To who? There's nobody out here but us.
Well, it's a hazard, and it has to come down.
Louise.
I can tell you one thing, that's the last thing we're doing.
Yo, it's gotta be. We need that thing.
Not only do we have to take down the water tower, but we have to construct a chain link fence around the whole shaft. Did I mention that the shaft is covered with a 9-foot concrete block? Every time I think that we're free and clear, they kick me in the again.
One step forward, 2 steps back again, eh?
Yeah.
It's crunch time. Any complications at all are a real pain in the ass.
Down at the foundation, Matt is ready to see what the hammer mill can do.
I get why Raj wants us to crush these rocks smaller, but if you ask me, that hammer mill can take it. I wouldn't say that's ideal, but whatever.
What's that?
I don't know. Doesn't sound that bad, though. I think it's okay. I'm just gonna keep beating it. Do it. Okay. See, I told ya. Probably just does that every once Hammer mill, he's like a douchebag guy. He's like one of those at the bar. He thinks they're tough, but really they're nothing.
Something just hit me in the arm.
Over at the trench, Grizz is prepping the detonation wires he'll use to blast the quartz vein.
Well, Grizz, what do you think? I'm done. Should I get out of the hole? Nothing else you need down here?
Yeah, if I were you, I'd best get out of the hole, because when this thing goes off, there ain't gonna be no more Jimmy.
Okay, I'll get out of the hole.
Blowing things up is the best feeling ever. Like, what a rush. Nice job, Jimmy. This is gonna be perfect.
Yeah, this one's looking a little more complicated than last time.
This one is the Titanic of explosives. Todd wants everything. That's what he's gonna get.
Am I safe standing here?
Scaring you?
Yeah, a little bit. Everyone gets a little bigger, it seems.
I come here to get rich. I'm not happy with just getting by anymore, from living from check to check. I need to find a mother lode. I'm not doing this for free. Ready, Jimmy?
Ready as I'm gonna get.
Yeah, well, my past is my past, and sometimes I didn't hang out with the best characters.
Glasses on.
Oh, most definitely. But a lot of knowledge was passed on. Get as low as you possibly can. Fire in the hole!
Boom!
Holy, look at that. It worked. It's a good thing, too, because now I'm out of explosives.
With the vein exposed, Jimmy's headed back to the foundation, while Raj and Grizz are checking for riches in the rubble.
Todd told me to use everything, so I did. Everything.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, this material looks really good. I can see us getting quite a bit of gold out of it.
Geez, this one rock looks nice, eh, Grizz?
That's got to be a big chunk of the vein, eh? A lot of quartz in it.
Might be one of the nicer ones we got.
The Vegas rock.
We got lots of material to work with now. We just got to pick it all out of this trench and bring it down to the foundation and start processing it.
That'll be enough for the boys to pick at for a while anyway, see? Yep.
With Raj and Grizz sorting through the blast rock, Todd is dealing with demands from the government.
We have to put this chain link fence all the way around that whole shaft area. We live in a world where some kids can't even get breakfast, and here I'm building a fence in the middle of nowhere to save a bear from on top the shaft.
Wow, I can't believe that when you handed this to me.
What's with the barbed wire? What the
It's just like a jail.
Well, maybe we lock Matt in there. We can't find some used fence somewhere?
I guaranteed if they engineered this, they're gonna one day inspect it.
What's it gonna take to get this done?
I'm guessing probably 2 guys, 3 days. You gotta have this specific parts, this height, right down to the millimeter.
I have never seen any kind of diagram that are done in millimeters. Millimeters? All right, here comes Grizz with the quartz. Quartz, quartz, quartz.
That one right there? Yeah, keep that one separate.
Oh, really?
I started calling that one Vegas.
I like the Vegas rock.
Is that a gold flake?
Yeah, you can scrape it out of here. From what I'm seeing here, that Vegas rock just might get us to Vegas.
Hey, Grizz, wanna come with me? I need your help, buddy. Bring the Bobcat.
Okay.
Hey, Mikey Matt, come on over. Need you to crush all this up.
Holy
It has to be this size.
Do you realize what you're asking us to do? It's like the hardest material in the world.
We don't have a jaw crusher. I have you two. With all the improvements that we have in the gold operation this year, I think the guys are getting a little soft. Smashing those rocks will do those boys a world of good.
Give us 3 days.
You have 1. That's the Vegas rock, so start with that one. Crush, crush, crush. Let's go.
This is seriously gonna cut into my drinking time.
Well, before I hit Vegas, I gotta see what I'm dealing with here. This is never gonna happen.
It's bull crushing this rock because it's hard as quartz is hard.
Oh! Oh, my knee!
Hard, 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 hard.
1,000 feet away at the old mine shaft, Grizz and Jimmy start prepping for the new fence.
We're finally starting to get gold out of this pit, and then they tell me I have to build a fence. Come on, man. I don't get it. Building a fence out here is not like building a fence in town or in your backyard. You gotta cut down trees, you gotta clear out the area. It's a lot more work than we expected.
Looks good. That's what I wanted, exactly.
How's it going here?
Good.
So what's this gonna cost?
If I had to guess, man, I'd probably say about 5 grand.
5 grand?
Yeah.
I could go to Vegas with 5 grand.
Back at the foundation, Matt and Mikey are getting ready to feed the hammer mill again.
Why haven't you smashed the Vegas rock up yet? That was the one you were supposed to do first.
I could probably break that in 2 swings.
Have at her. Ooh, that's one. Woo! That was awesome.
That rock's hard, but not that hard. I knew I could break it.
Mike, I need more material.
Well, this isn't small enough. Well,
Todd said to throw it in.
I know this hammer mill's giving us a hard time, but it's made to crush rock. I think they're just scared to throw it in.
that's too big, Matt. That's way too big to go in there.
So let's do it.
Okay, whatever.
I don't think that's good for the equipment.
Material's way too big to be in there.
No way, it should be crushing that.
Total disaster.
As soon as I heard that sound coming from the foundation, I knew there was a problem.
What the hell are you doing? We're hammer milling.
Holy.
What the hell are you guys doing down here?
It's a hammer mill, Jim. How won't it handle that?
It's a hammer mill, not a rock crusher.
Now, what
This is what told me to
That's
use.
not what I told you. All right, let's just open this up and see how badly you guys f***ed it up.
See, Jim, nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it looks good.
You guys shut it off too early, like you're all
Like,
worried.
even these are too big, man.
No, they're not. I don't.
Obviously, it was too big.
Oh, what's this here?
That's the...
half a hammer.
Are you
Look at that.
kidding me? I'm gonna take that hammer and shove it up his ass. It's sheared off, Matt.
Oh, it was probably had a fault or some.
You got spare hammers anywhere? Because we don't. Can't run without that hammer.
Why don't you just take
Balanced.
Just take it out and run it.
It'll fly apart. This thing will vibrate so bad it'll fly right off the stand. It'll be destroyed, Matt.
Jimmy, what's the solution here?
To this, there is no solution. This hammer mill's done. It's dead.
I've never heard Jimmy say he couldn't fix something. The operation's f***ed. We're done. This is over with. It's the end of the season. There's no way this is getting fixed in time.
The hammer mill's demise isn't the only obstacle in the way of the goal. The crew is still legally required to build a fence around the shaft, so they turn to the outlaw to bail them out.
What do they think I'm building here, Fort Knox? We've done a lot of stupid up here, but it always had to do with getting gold. And this has nothing to do with getting gold.
With Matt shamed at the foundation,
What's going on, Grizz?
What does it look like?
he's now attempting to be humble and helpful.
You need help or what?
I could use a hand, yeah. Building this fence is a big job, and I'll take all the help I can get, even if it is Matt.
So what is this thing supposed to keep out anyway?
I don't know.
There's nobody around here. This fence is probably only gonna keep out squirrels, mice, and wolves. Bears, moose, deer. Turtles.
Okay, so now that I'm locked in here, the do we do?
Well, let's get started on the barbed wire.
Here.
Never done barbed wire before.
This right here is pretty stupid. This is stupid.
With the hammer mill down, Jimmy goes into full MacGyver mode. If they're gonna get gold, it'll be up to him to make it happen.
After studying the hammer mill, the concept of the thing is pretty simple.
Jimmy is converting his riding lawnmower into a movable rock crusher. he fabricates a steel chamber and spinning rotor to turn the rocks.
The chamber was built from steel that was laying around up here, and there was quite a bit of welding involved. But there's nothing else up here. This is our last chance. This thing's got to work.
Jimmy fixes the chamber to the mower and uses the engine to power the rotor. And he has attached chains to the rotor to crush material while it tumbles.
I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but we're out of ideas. This has to work.
Come on, girl.
Come on, come on, come on. There you go.
Like a top.
All right.
If you want to get something done right, you got to do it yourself.
Talk about a last-ditch effort, man. We're turning a lawnmower into a rock crusher. Hope it works.
That's good.
Wow, Jim, this thing looks amazing, man.
Yeah, it should work.
Really does.
It's a little slapped together, but
Whatever, it looks good. Okay.
Now they put a trough in place
Whoops.
and attach a water source so the crushed rock can float directly into the gold concentrator.
You did it.
should give it a test run.
Hopefully we're gonna collect a lot of gold out of that thing.
This there, Jim, is what we're calling Grizz's Vegas rock.
I remember that rock.
There you go. Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is put some quartz rock in there that broke the hammer mill and see if the mower mill can handle it.
Working, Jim. Working. Yeah.
Sounds like they're getting smashed up really good.
Looking good, buddy.
What can I say? This thing's breaking up rocks.
You ready to see what's in here?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's unreal, Jim. That thing kicked ass. What Jimmy's done with that lawnmower is nothing short of a miracle. For a while there, it really looked like we were done.
How is it? Is it all fine?
Yeah, mostly fine. He really came through for us this time.
Way better than the hammer mill, eh?
Oh, yeah. We're back in business.
But Todd still has to focus on pulling more gold from the quartz vein.
This is gonna be awesome.
Seeing anything good or what? What are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to find where the rest of the vein goes.
Isn't it right in front of your face?
Yeah, it's right here. But there's quartz in here, but there's no gold. It's got to be here. I mean, gold's tricky. You never know how much you're gonna find at any given point. There's pockets of it. And, I mean, gold's where you find it.
So where the is it?
I don't know, but it's not here.
Sakes.
Blasting the trench has given Todd more material, but most of the vein has gone underground.
Then we're
Without more explosives to blast the rock, Todd is giving up on the trench for now.
We got quite a bit out of that vein, but as far as our operation's concerned, it's tapped.
But over at the mower mill, the gold is flowing.
We better come have a peek at this, Grizz. That's your Vegas rock in there, Grizz. Oh, yeah, I see gold already.
Grizz was on the money. That Vegas rock is producing some nice looking material.
Back in business.
You gotta come and look at what we got here, man. Check it, check it, check it. Look at them all.
The mower mill's getting the job done.
Thank God you figured this out, Jimmy, because I got some bad news. We lost the vein. It's gone underground. Gone.
Kind of tough hearing that we can't go after that vein anymore. We got a lot of gold out of that, and I'm just hoping that it was enough.
Whatever material we got, that's all we're getting. But if it's running like this, who knows? Was that the whole rock?
I don't think so.
No, half of it's still down at the foundation. We were smashing it up.
Well, that's good. Good work, Jimmy. Keep up the momentum. Let's crush more rock. Gold, gold, gold. Let's do this.
All right.
Even with the loss of the hammer mill, the shotgun crew has pulled 15 ounces of gold out of the ground, bringing their total to 80 ounces on the season.
As hard as it is to get the gold here, we're here to do a job, and we're staying until we get it. And we're going to try to get as much gold as we can.
You've gotta be kidding me.
As Matt deals with some problems of his own, Raj and Grizz are laying an old nemesis to rest.
Oh, Red Hammer Mill. You were expensive, You scared people? I always thought you were better than they thought of you, but you weren't.
Let's just tarp it up and be done with it.
Let's just put this thing to rest. See you in hell, Hammermill.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful ceremony.